Hello again. This video I thought we'd do a quick review of this guitar which I bought recently. It's a Fender Standard Strat. Now if you've been watching my videos for any sort of time, you'll know that normally I play this, which is the Thompson custom guitar that I had built for myself, and more recently, past year or so, I've been playing that self-build Stratocaster, which is tremendous fun. However, there's just something about a Strat. It's just a lovely sounding guitar. It's got quite a unique sound. You know, the single coil pickups on a Strat, they've got a sound that you just can't get from a tapped humbucker. So for all I've got the coil splits on the Thompson there, I'm never going to get a proper Strat sort of sound out of them. So when shopping for a Strat, and if you look through the Fender range, you know, pretty much every price point that you can think of, they've got a guitar, whether it's the Squire Affinity range right down the, you know, the beginner end of the market, right the way through to the, you know, thousands of pounds for a custom shop guitar. Now, because I'm not I wouldn't be seeing this as being my main guitar that I'd be playing all the time, I wasn't going to be going towards the high end of the market. I wanted something that was good quality but still reasonably sensibly priced. So I settled on this one, which is the Standard Strat, made in Mexico. So in the UK price point on this, it's probably about £410, something like that. So it's not, you know, ridiculously expensive compared to some of the USA made Strat, and it does what you would expect a Strat to do. It's kind of a difficult review to do in some ways, because the Strat's such a standard frame of reference that, you know, trying to describe something and how it looks, how it feels, you know, I'd describe, well, it sounds like a Strat, or it looks like the Strat, or what have you. But anyway, let's take a look at what we've got. It's a two-piece Alder body. Finish on it, this one's Lake Placid blue, but if you look through the standard Strat range, there's all the colours you'd expect. There's like a red, there's a white, there's a black, Sunburst, quite a nice one called Midnight Wine, which is like a dark burgundy sort of colour, and this one, which is the classic Lake Placid blue. Get a choice of necks, well, all goes with a maple neck, but a choice of the one-piece maple neck or maple neck with a Rosewood fingerboard. Personally, I quite like a maple neck, maple fingerboard, so the one-piece maple neck that I've got here is ideal. It's actually quite a pretty piece of timber. Hardware wise, it's what you'd expect from a Strat. 3 single coil pickups. These are just regular Fender pickups, wired the way you would expect a Strat to be. So we've got a 5-way selector switch here. So position 1, got the bridge pickup on its own. Position 2, the bridge and the middle pickup together. Position 3, middle pickup on its own. Position 4, middle and the bridge and the neck pickup together. And position 5, got the neck pickup on its own. Master volume control there. Tone control for the neck pickup, and down here the tone control for middle pickup. No tone control for the bridge pickup, but that's basically the way Strat is generally wired. Tremolo unit is standard vintage style vibrato unit, bent metal saddles, and 6 pivot screws. If you go higher up the range, you get like the twin post knife edge style trems, but down here in the range it's the vintage style. Down this end of the neck we've got a synthetic bone nut and 6 Fender branded individual machine heads, and a little string tree down there for the first and second strings. And round the back of the neck we've got the standard 4-bolt neck joint, chrome neck plate, and indeed all the hardware on the guitar is chrome. In terms of sounds, just with the clean channel on the amp, this is the bridge pickup on its own. Position 2, we'll get the bridge and the middle pickup together, get more solid distinctive Strats, or like a slightly quacky sound. The way the pickups are wound when you get in position 2 or position 4, you got the middle pickup in conjunction with the bridge on the neck pickup. They're wound to be noise cancelling. Middle pickup on its own. Middle and the neck pickup together. And then the neck pickup on its own. So that's just the clean sound there. No effects other than a bit of reverb and a little bit of delay. So what I'll do now is I'll let you see some closer up shots of the guitar and you hear how it sounds on a more overdriven sound. So why would you go for the made in Mexico Strat rather than say the made in Japan or the made in USA? Really it comes down to a question of budget, you know, what you can, I think, justify spending on a guitar and how much you want the extra features that you get on the higher end models. You know, this is, you know, like I say, it's about £400 in the UK. All standard Fender hardware, 21 fret neck, and it sounds, you know, sounds pretty good. If I wanted the 22nd fret or I wanted a 2-post trem rather than the vintage style, I could get that from one of the USA models, but I'd have to be paying a lot more. And personally I find that quite hard to justify because, as I said at the start of the video, this isn't ever going to be my number one guitar. The Thompson's like my number one. This is because I wanted a Strat, and so that the made in Mexico was kind of a good price point. You know, also if you're a working musician and you're going out doing a lot of gigging, if you were going to be spending £1,000 plus on a USA model, would you actually feel happy taking that around gigs and getting it beaten up a little bit when, you know, something like the made in Mexico job, you know, do the job just as well, and if it gets the odd ding or whatever, well, it's, you know, it's less than half the price of the USA model, so you wouldn't worry, you know, so much about getting a little bit of damage or like road wear on the guitar. It's also quite a nice starting point, you know, if you want to do some sort of customization or whatever. Over time I might choose to modify this. I quite fancy putting like a Polaroid scratch plate on it, maybe in the longer term replacing some of the hardware with gold hardware. Now this isn't, you know, there's nothing wrong with the body on this. It's a really nice neck, so it's a good foundation for doing little bits of customization, stuff that I mightn't feel as happy doing on a more expensive guitar. Whereas on, you know, something £400 is £400, but it's not like a super expensive guitar, so taking a screwdriver to it isn't such a big deal. So that's the Fender Standard Stratocaster, made in Mexico. This one in Lake Placid Blue. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye for now.